right now, and welcome everyone. Oh, wait a minute, wait. Oh,
Turn on your sound. Whatever we're supposed to remind you of. Do it.
No, I think we're good. We're good. Welcome everybody. Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons. All right, we had some people who were waiting in here for us to get started. Awesome to have you guys in here. Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons on the Nerd HQ channel. This is an exciting evening because we finally have our whole retinue back. And so glad to have you guys here. We're raising money for mental health awareness and education as well. So stick around. But before we do anything, we are going to go into our little intro song for all y'all. We will see you on the flip side playing some Dungeons and Dragons. So here we go.
Woo!
Fraction roll, fraction roll, fraction roll, fraction roll.
My name's Anaric, and I am quite strong. If you like fruit pies, then we'll get along.
My name is Tolov. I shoot bows and arrows. My aim is perfection. My patience is narrow.
Fraction roll, fraction roll.
My name is Kelly, you may find me scary, 'cause I play with dead things, I'm shy and I'm wary.
Well, hey man, I'm Otto and I don't eat meat, but I do love my wineskin and berries and treats.
Fraction roll, fraction roll. My friends call me Corian. I know life can be hard, so I try to make you smile, just 'cause I'm a bard.
I'm the Dungeon Master, and my name is Matt. Join us while we're questing, and you'll never want to go back.
Fraction roll, fraction roll, fraction roll, fraction roll. And we are back with audio, etc. We want to welcome you to Dungeons & Dragons, where a bunch of us entertainment nerds get together now virtually and play some Dungeons & Dragons. So welcome, everybody. We're back.
Woo!
Yes.
Thanks for being with us. Let us know where you're watching from in the chat. We'd love to know where you're watching from. If you're watching this not live, please come and check us out when we're live streaming. We are doing a dice giveaway this evening from our partners at Kraken Dice. Go to krakendice.com if you would like to enjoy some extra dice that you aren't necessarily going to get here. But you may win some dice tonight. These are the dice that we are giving away tonight. They are purple and beautiful. Go to our socials to go check out a picture of those. Go to Fraction Roll on
Very
Twitter.
pretty.
What's that, Denise?
So they're very pretty.
Yeah, yes, they have. These are actually really pretty dice. Really
They're
pretty
a beaut, Clark.
Their beaut is so. There are a variety of ways for you to get entries. Every $10 that you donate to Nerd HQ and their efforts with mental health awareness, then you will get an entry. If you become a patron of ours on Patreon, you will get an entry. Adam Mercer already has an entry because he is one of our patrons who is here already right now.
Oh, Mr. Mercer.
So, Mr. Mercer. So, thank you. Adam Mercer says, love that intro. What's up, Night Wolf? Good to see you in here. Rose, also great to see you in here. And please, guys, comment in the chat. We love replying to you in the chat while we're doing our Dungeons & Dragons.
Eric, you have to start over. You didn't get
What?
the announcements from me.
Oh my goodness! Welcome everybody to. I need some announcements. Oh, thank you very much, Lana.
Yeah.
All right. So welcome everyone. The show will be so much better because I, Lana McKissick, am finally back. I'm the greatest D&D player of my generation. When did you write?
I don't know who wrote that. That's weird. I wasn't even here.
It's
I
just
buy it,
the
though.
announcements. It's just the announcements.
It's just the announcements.
Truth.
So there are ways for you to influence our game. Just check out the scroll that's scrolling down below if you'd like to donate to the charitable cause. We're doing this little, not an internship, a residency for probably for the next couple more weeks with Nerd HQ. We are loving being able to raise money for these great causes. So you can go to the link is we'll be putting it in the chat, mightycause.com/nerdhqdnd, but we'll put that in the chat as well. But just look at the scroll that's happening there. You can make us sing songs. You can give us roles. We are in the midst of a death battle right now, so we could really use some
Death
help.
battle. Yeah.
It's getting
You
scary
can
out
even-
there.
Listen, you can even bring in a familiar to help with this death battle, because that would be great if someone wants to bring their familiar back in as well. So, I think that's all the announcements. Is that all the? Also in the chat right now, tell us who has the roll for it. We do a roll for it where you can, the DM can make somebody roll for something that they normally don't have to roll for. If they do an action they don't have to roll for, put it in the chat right now. Which character would you like to see have the first roll for it? Our character names are all under our windows here, and that is all for the announcements. P.S. You guys are lucky Tolov did not die.
I did my best, Lana.
Thank you. I appreciate
good.
it.
Got a sick bow. Sick new bow.
Yes, I heard. I'm very excited about that.
Yeah, it's very nice.
I think Otto is now my second friend.
Yes.
Wait, was it Otto who decided to give you the bow though? I believe I believe you may have to rewatch to see who was it who decided to give you that bow.
That's fair.
Twist. All right.
Only half slaps for Corian tonight.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Tolov. All right, Tolov gets the first roll for it. Tolov has the first roll for it.
I've been working out my wrist just in case.
Ooh,
Perfect.
Never know.
yeah, roll those. We'll roll those dice.
No, I meant to slap Corian, but
Yeah.
Great.
Oh yeah. I picked that up.
yeah, thank you.
I did not
Obvious.
know what you were laying down. And with all of that said, everybody, we would like to hand the time over to our illustrious dungeon master, the creator of these worlds, and of 3 children, Matthew Leishman.
Well,
Am
to
I
be
the only one who's
fair,
going to applaud for him? Matthew Leishman.
stop. To be fair, you guys are helping create this world as well, so it's not just me. Hey, so we're gonna play some D&D. I'm not going to ask you to forgive my facial hair because, you know, my hockey team is in the NHL playoffs.
I love it. I was just going to say something.
Thank you. We just don't shave. Us Canadians, we don't shave when our team is, you know, bound for the Stanley Cup. So go Flames, go. I'm going to throw that out there.
Is that Calgary?
It sure is.
Okay.
Yeah. So one thing before recap that I'll just bundle in together with, with those announcements. If you want to learn more about our show, our players, and the characters, like if you want to get a peek at like generalized character sheets of each of these players, feel free to go to our website as well, fracturedroll.com. Hey, so let's do a recap, right? Recap from session 70 from before. You guys started the session and you were having revealed to you the shrine to the River King in these subterranean caverns.
River King.
That at one point generally belonged to this clan of swamp elves. The mushroom people, the Myconids, revealed to you the shrine. And upon entering it, you see a green stone unicorn, you know, sharing this shrine cave along with this murky pond. And out from this murky pond, if you recall, there was a statue of the River King himself. And after some measure of investigation and just kind of trying to figure out what you can do, you stumbled upon the source of the pollution, the source of the desecration of this shrine, that being a severed elven head floating in the pond, coupled with foul magics as well, I'm sure, worked together to desecrate this shrine and in general kind of add to the malaise and to the and to the downtrodden, the stench, this general oppressive feeling in this area all around you. One thing you noted when you saw this elven head floating in the water, it was the same head as one of the two elves that survived the initial excursion. When you spoke with Lithian, she made reference to another elf who was one of the only two elves to survive their excursion 3 weeks ago. So that was very curious. So through doing what you do, you reconsecrated this shrine. You cleansed it. You removed the head, and as a response to you and your efforts, the River King granted you 2 weapons as boons. And in addition to those 2 weapons, you cast a Speak with Dead spell upon this elven skull, and you learned a thing or two about this place and about the troglodytes, about Sekris, about Leogzed. And you were also given a vision as part of this ritual, so to speak. And in this vision, you saw within these caverns around you somewhere, amongst a throng of troglodytes, a great abyssal gate, a portal, if you will, open. And as it opened, out came walking this troglodyte you now know to be Sekris, the leader of this small army.
And of a singing competition among the troglodytes.
Right. And as she walked out of the portal, she held an amulet, a talisman, high. And following her out of the portal, coalescing into a more solid form, is the large, bulky, gluttonous, rotting flesh, this entity known as Leogzed. And she took the talisman and snapped it in half, and as she did, the portal behind her closed. You all determined that now would be the time to track down this Sekris and make the first integral blow against Leogzed and these troglodytes. And swimming through rivers, especially in particular from the Basilisk's Cave 2 sessions ago, you found the troglodyte warren, where many troglodytes were housed. You did so because Mort was able to swim through these subterranean rivers and kind of scout around. You tried to use subterfuge and some crafty disguises, but ultimately all pretense of disguise was dropped, with Inaric revealing his daylight-spelled, ensorcelled blade, and battle commencing. And last session would have gone on for another hour and a half, or maybe only 20 minutes, who knows. But I guess what I'm trying to say is we're about to find out how much longer last session would have gone, because we're in the middle of battle.
I'm going to guess it's the whole session.
So,
put your bets now.
Yes, that is where we find ourselves now. I don't know if you want to share the map, Cam, Eric, or what you want to do, but
what do you want to do, Matt?
Yeah, I think you should.
All right, map cam coming straight up. We've got somebody with a milk carton ring around him.
That's right. That's Inaric.
Because he loves milk from his wee mama.
Yeah, sure. So I recall that we ended this at the top of the initiative order. Inaric, you are at the top, followed by Mort and Dravalius. So, oh good. All right. So just a quick reminder as to how things are sitting. Inaric, you are here along with Corian, and you are surrounded by a throng of troglodytes. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 around you. Calidora, you are near them. And then shortly, not too far away, is this green model here, and that is Secris, and she stands there. She's taken quite a bit of damage due to some great rolls and some crafty attacks, in particular from Inaric. But she's got this big, wicked longsword that is trailing in the dirt behind her, and it oozes this black, sticky ichor, or ichor, if you will.
Oh, I will.
And that brings us to Inaric. You are immediately surrounded. And you, I should remind you, given the milk carton, as Eric so kindly put it, milk carton ring, you are restrained currently because you have a net around you that's been tossed on you by a couple of troglodytes who are they're just trying to drag you down, man. I'm trying to drag the man down. So, you're muted.
There I am.
What do
It was
you
funny
do?
to me. My first comment was, "They sure are," and I repeated, "It's funny to me."
Yeah.
Okay, so I am going to muster all of my strength and try to break out of this restraint.
Great. All right, go for it.
Well, I don't think a 2 is going to do it, so I'm going to re-roll. I'm going
Okay.
to use a D20 re-roll.
Ooh, bless those D20 rerolls.
I rolled another 2.
Oh boy.
So I think I'm going to stay there. So that's going to be a 9.
Okay.
9.
9 is not enough, unfortunately. Just to remind you, as
Felt
you're
rolling
restrained,
2 twos in a row. I don't want to.
Yeah.
It feels like that's supposed to be that way.
Yeah. Well, as you're restrained, just for future reference, you can attack. You have disadvantage when you do attack. And you have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws, and you can't move. You can be moved, but you cannot move on your own accord.
And did I use my full action trying to become unrestrained, or do I get another action since I'm a fighter and I get 2 attacks?
Your 2 attacks come as part of 1 attack action. So trying to break out of the restraint is your action on your turn.
I burned on through it.
Yeah, you are just you're muscling and you're frantically trying to break through this thing, but there's just too many troglodyte hands that have got you wrapped up and are holding that net on there, and they're cackling and they're slathering, and boy oh boy, I need you to make a Constitution save, if you will.
Ooh.
I believe Inaric still has a Bodic inspiration from me, don't you? So if you'd like to use that D8.
Well, that's going to be an 18 for my Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
I should have used it for my breaking the restraints. Thank you for the reminder.
You can save it if you want, but it's up to you.
I mean, I rolled an 18.
Oh, you rolled a straight 18. Okay, yeah. So again, the stench here is more foul than it's been anywhere, and it's almost overpowering. But you're able to kind of power through this reek and whatever effect it might have on you. That brings us to Mort and Dravalius.
Mort.
I think right as I'm trying to break out, and as my turn is ending, I just kind of like my eyes roll back and I almost pass out because of the stench. But I stay strong, inviting more stench into my nostrils.
You
Yeah.
open your nostrils
And his nostrils grew.
Roll for it. Oh, he doesn't have to roll for it.
No, he doesn't. That brings us to Mort. Mort and Dravalius, they are kind of tag teaming, and they're surrounded right now by 2 troglodytes. So Mort is simply just going to try and bite one of them.
Oh.
And I'll roll for that because I've got some stats for Mort. Oof. That's a 10. and a 10 is not enough. So he bites and misses. Dravalius, too many papers, not enough room here. He has his bite. He has a sting as well.
Yes.
Tolov, Dravalius is connected to you. What do you want him to do? Do you want him to bite or to try to sting one of these things?
I would like him to sting.
Okay, roll it up. Add a 4 to your attack.
Get it, Lana.
It's an 11.
11's enough.
Yes.
Yeah, these. So just Lana, you weren't here last time. Just to kind of help you visualize these troglodytes. They're kind of like lizard men. They're about 5.5 feet tall at the most. Probably about the same size as you, and some of them at least. And they smell awful. Like you can see and smell that, parts of them are covered in refuse and filth. They're very lizard-like, scaly.
Got it.
Kind of pale, pale scales. So you rolled an 11. 11 hits. So roll a 1d4 and add 2 to it for the damage. And I have to roll a Constitution saving throw.
That's a 6.
Oof. All right. So let's see. 6. That's a decent hit. Dravalius flies up to this guy as he's kind of distracted by the fact that Mort was trying to bite at him and stings him right on the shoulder. And this poison damage pumps into him, and you can see him kind of react to the stinging pain. But he rolled high enough on his Constitution saving throw, so he's not actually poisoned.
Boo.
Yeah.
Poison.
Poison.
But they are going to just kind of stay there and do their part.
I guess I missed him, kissed him, loved him.
Sure. I don't know that song.
That monster's poison.
Oh, Matt.
Poison.
Yeah, Belle Biv DeVoe. I got it now.
Listen,
Yeah.
Never trust a dragon with a big tail. Never trust a big tail and a dragon.
Going deep cuts here on
Deep
Fraction.
cuts.
Run it
Deep
back.
music cuts. Okay, that brings us
Maybe
to
you
the
should. By the way, Matt, maybe you should describe who Dravalius is for those who might not know. It's a familiar who's in the game.
Dravalius is here, and my little Lego figure designates Dravalius. He's a pseudo dragon. He's about a foot and a half long, purplish red pseudo dragon, and he has been summoned from who knows where. But periodically throughout this campaign, familiars have arrived to aid in times of need, and Dravalius is one of these familiars who has kind of imprinted or attached itself to Tolov in particular. They have
He's
a
the
connection.
best familiar of his generation.
All thanks to those who have donated to
Yes.
the stream. It's the donations to the stream.
So Dravalius is in there tag teaming with Mort, our floating skull, our snide, sharp-witted floating skull.
Mort's the king.
Yeah, and that brings us to a group of troglodytes. A group here on the top of the screen. So, let I see. 2 of them are attacking Mort and Dravalius. 2 of them are dragging Otto through the river. And one of them is attacking Otto through the river. So they are going to... and Otto, did you cast Spiritual Weapon last time? Is that what this...
I don't know. I looked at my spell slots, and I am not... I do not have a level 2 spell slot used, so I'm going to say no.
Okay.
We say
But I mean,
no?
maybe?
Didn't I put one?
Oh, Denise cast Spiritual Weapon. That's the scythe. The scythe is there to try to protect me.
Perfect. Excellent. Tolov, just to let you know, you're on deck. You, if you can see your character, you are actually behind Otto in the river. You are hiding in the river, partially submerged, waiting to, do whatever it is you need to do.
And you see Otto being drugged across the river by monsters.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So Otto is going to be drugged by two of these things because he's big, and it takes two of them to drag him around.
I'm a big one.
But they do. They are able to. This river is difficult terrain, and so they are going to drag him towards some sludge.
You done be drugged. You've been drugged.
And one of them is
slush.
That's normal for Otto.
Yeah, pretty much.
Drugged.
Yeah.
And one of them is following.
I see what you did there.
And
I mean, we were with a lot of
that's the
shrooms.
movement. Otto, they are going to try and toss you into this green puddle.
Right now?
Yep.
Right.
Being restrained, you don't have disadvantage on strength based activities, so I'm going to have you contend with them strength-wise as they try to tug this net into the water. I'm actually and one of them is attacking you. The third one is attacking you here.
Okay.
So I'm going to have you roll with disadvantage.
Okay.
As we have a strength off here. We'll see.
That's a bummer because I rolled a nat 20.
Oh.
So,
do it again.
7.
Oh.
No.
Can we take the average?
I mean, I have a D20 to burn. I'll burn it, but then I re-roll the whole set, right? Not just the disadvantage die?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to have to. Okay. Wish me luck.
Burn it. Burn
You can do
it.
it.
Burn it.
No, still no good.
Oh,
In the sludge I go.
Oh boy.
No, no.
Oh.
Okay.
No.
So let me tell you.
Oh, hey, Matt, quick question. Did Lana get an opportunity attack as they walked by her?
No, they're just out of range.
Out of range of the greatest archer of her generation?
Yeah, it doesn't add up.
For Oppie attacks, yeah. Okay, so let me just remind myself what this filthy sludge means.
Would they have gotten there that quickly? I mean, he's a very large individual.
Yeah, they used all their movement. All their movement. And they were only about 15 feet away from it as they drug him. They wouldn't have been able to if there was only one of them pulling on it, but the two of them together.
This acid rain sludge.
Yes. So this is an acid pool, and you immediately take 5 points of acid damage.
That's fun.
As you are kind of pushed to your knees into this pool, and this one other troglodyte is swiping at you with its claws and trying to bite at you. So with its claws, I got a 14 and a 10.
Nope.
And he biting at you was a dirty 20.
Yeah, because meet or beat, right, for you?
Yeah. Okay, so you take 4 points of piercing damage as it kind of bites at you, and then you're tossed into this pit. And they're just kind of howling and kind of thrashing about. They're excited. You don't speak their language, but you can tell that there's some measure of excitement as they
Maybe
get
they just
big,
wanna
giant, fleshy something.
How they do it.
Yeah. Okay. And that's their turn. Tolov, you're up.
So, underwater, how are my skills? Is everything normal or what's the deal? Or am I underwater or just standing in the water?
You're kind of like chin deep in the water. If
So
you were to
if I
stand
were
up
to
completely,
over my
the water would probably come up to your chest. It's that deep. But you'd be able to. I think you'd be able to shoot from there. You can climb out and get onto the bank of the river if you want, and do whatever you need. Let me back up a little bit. So yeah, you are here,
Mm-hmm.
and Inaric and Corian are down here being,
Harried.
harangued. Otto just got tossed in here, so you're looking out across the field of battle, and there's a lot going on.
And there are two, like one on either side of Otto. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, there's three.
3?
There's the two that threw him in the acid, and then there was the one that was attacking him, slashing at him.
Well, I'd like to take a quick nap. I'm just kidding. I'm going to use my short bow to take out the stronger troglodyte.
Around Otto?
Yeah, around Otto.
Yeah, they're all healthy.
Okay.
But
Troglodyte number 2, then.
go for it.
Classic.
You would get sneak attack damage on any of these.
Okay, awesome. So that's an 18 to hit.
Hits.
Where are my extra d6s? I don't know. So, all right, that is be a lot. Okay. Plus. Wait. So, is my sneak attack 46 right now, or is it 3?
It's I think it's 4.
So
You guys are level 8, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
it's 4. It's 4. Okay.
4.
So plus. Oh my god, this is crazy. Okay. I gotta write this down. Okay. I had
Corian, you're on deck.
plus 11 plus 11 plus 10. Okay. Is this possible? Did I do this right? 10, 20, 30, 40. I think I got 52 points of damage. Because
46 is 24 max.
well, but I have bracers of archery that give me a +2 on top of my +5 proficiency.
Is that to hit, or does that add damage?
No, that's damage.
Okay.
But
And
it's
your
not-
short
it's
bow
not-
does like 1d.
6. So
6.
I rolled
So 5. If you got max damage on 5d6, then that's 30 points.
No, I rolled. Wait, but +7 on each one, right? Or no?
No.
It's
No,
just on the one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Sneak attack damage is just straight 46.
Oh, okay.
Additional.
Well then, that's less exciting. I'm sorry for the. All right, then it was.
Is it more than 20?
Yes.
Then it's dead.
Oh,
Great.
get him, Lana.
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
Lana.
Sorry, it's been a hot second. I forgot how that worked. Okay, he's dead.
Yes. So you pop up out of the water, and you bury an arrow like right in the vitals, right in the chest of this thing. And it doesn't even have time to squeal out in its hissing guttural language. It just collapses into a heap and immediately dies.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
You've revealed yourself to the battlefield.
Well. Okay, I'm gonna. I'll just stay there.
Okay. Are you still submerged in the river? Or have you stepped out onto the bank?
No, I'm still in the river.
Okay, great. Perfect. Corian, you're up.
Right. So I am. Am I being grappled? I'm not being grappled.
You are not being grappled.
And we have.
You are tough to see because you are in the mix, but your guy is right here.
That's right. And I'm being harried by how many?
Yeah, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 immediately right around you.
Great. Great. That's fantastic. Well, as I see all of these 6 right around me, I call out as I concentrate internally, and I call out Azalania, and I sprout my wings.
Oh,
jet up into the air.
Okay. Yes, I like you.
Dope.
To rid myself of these vermin who are at my feet.
Okay. So the ceiling here is about it's pretty high. It's 70, 80 feet high. So you got plenty of room to fly around if you want.
Right. Well, I would like to go 30 feet straight up into the
Oh,
air.
good. Because I've got 30 feet.
Fantastic. And as I'm flapping and going 30 feet up into the air, I would I call down to Anaric. Anaric, quit this fretting and get out of that netting. And I give him another bardic inspiration.
I cannot get back wide enough on my camera to catch you in
That's
there.
all right. I know I'm on the Tower of Power. Corian's in the Tower of Power. Do not glower, but you'll receive the shower of bardic inspirawa. It's the bardic hour.
Man, that was beautiful.
Thank you. I spit rhymes in time because I.
Yeah, man, bars. You got bars.
My mind is
Okay.
blown.
So I will say this. I mean, those 6 troglodytes will all get attack of opportunities against you.
Let them opportunity attack me.
Poof! Your glorious wings pop
I
out.
might die.
Oof.
I might slam right back into the ground. If
You
they
go
all-
flying up into the air, and they all swipe at you with their claws.
Got enough D20s over there, Matt?
Yeah, I have a dirty 20.
Oh no!
Oh, boy.
I have a nat 20.
What?
Yeah, cracking. 10.
No.
Natural 1.
Yes, that doesn't.
A
Wait, didn't you say 4? You said 4.
6.
What? I was surrounded. How do 6 fit around me? How's that possible?
There's room for 8.
But they weren't. They were all facing me. All right, fine. Keep
They're
rolling.
you're bunched with Inaric, and they're all around both of you.
Fine, keep rolling.
At least you had a pool of acid.
So you are hit by 3 of them. One of them is a nat 20. So you take 4.
As long as you don't say 14. Where's my?
8, 10.
Do you have a pencil?
18 points of slashing damage as these little claws come raking at you. You pop up into the air, trailing some blood, but you are up there now.
Right, and my wings flick the blood right back into their faces, just as a little afterthought.
Perfect.
Just as
All right. Now what?
well, that's it. I gave my bardic inspiration. That takes an action to sprout
Okay,
my wings.
great. So you are hovering up in the air.
Yes.
Awesome. Okay. That brings us to Secris.
I'm sorry, you said 18, right?
18 points, yes. Secris, this larger, distinct troglodyte, close to 6 feet tall, very distinct yellow markings. It's very easy to pick her out of a crowd. She waves her hands, and before you all know it,
No.
she disappears.
Oh, again, one of these.
Why does everyone have that?
All of Matt's
Yes.
still in that dimension door. Built in.
Well, you didn't see a doorway appear or anything. She just vanished.
Disappears. Every
So she's invisible. Run, everyone.
baddie that we face Then one of them made my pencil disappear. Who can throw me a pencil?
Roll an investigation check.
Yeah, seriously.
Here.
Here,
5.
Goer.
Oh, great.
You got 2.
What? Oh, I disappeared again.
Quit
must be
dropping our pencils.
An anti-pencil shield over there.
I can't find my pencils.
Okay, and that's her turn. That brings us to Otto, and
Nita.
eventually, Calidora, you'll be coming up soon.
Well, I'd
So-
like to
So immediately, I need you to make make a dexterity saving throw for me as you're dancing around in this acid pool.
14.
You are able to kind of quickly and very dexterously, kick off any kind of additional excess acid. You've found kind of a shallow point in this pool where none of it is, continuously burning on you right now.
Oh, that's nice. That's good. I support that decision. Huzzah. And now it's my turn, right?
It is.
Neato. So I'm going to go ahead and bonus action first, spiritual weapon.
Okay.
Boom.
Let's get that guy out and into
Where
the
are you
mix.
going to put him?
I'm going to put him right behind the dudes that are attacking me.
Yes.
Namely the guy that was with the net. Who's the guy with the net? One of the two guys that's alive with the net.
They both have the net, so either one.
Yeah, whichever one wants it. You can tell me.
Put them right there.
Who wants it? Who wants that?
I'm gonna try to attack with the spiritual weapon bonus action time.
Yeah, go
Come on,
for it.
baby, let's do it. Yeah, that should do it. 20 something.
Yep, absolutely.
Great. And that'll be a D8 plus 5. Oh, now
13.
right, 7 plus 5.
Okay, what form does your spiritual weapon take?
It's like a big spectral warhammer.
All right, big spectral warhammer comes in,
carrying around.
smashes right into the back of this guy. He doesn't even see it coming. Crunches right into him. You said,
Oh man, what was
you said
that?
It was 12 points of damage.
Yes, 12 points of radiant damage.
Radiant damage, crunching.
Rad
Like,
radiant
into this
damage.
guy.
Radiantly damage this person.
All right, now what do
And
you
I'm
do?
gonna use my action to try to get out of the net.
Okay, go for it.
The strength save.
This is an athletics check, strength check.
Survey says no. Once again, trapped in the net. I'm trapped in a net. I can't get out.
What'd you roll?
What? 2.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's real tough for Otto right now.
What's your strength modifier?
1.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is surprising because you're such a large troglodyte.
I am, but I'm a lover, not a fighter. So I didn't spend a lot of time in the gym. I spent a lot of time in the church. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
Get my strength from powers above.
Sure. All right, man. Well, yeah. So you've got movement if you want to try and step out of the pool.
Oh,
No, you don't have movement. You're still restrained. I apologize.
Can I like? Am I by the edge enough to just throw myself over onto the ground? Like I'll go prone.
Sure.
I'll do that. Yeah, I'll just throw myself out of the pool and go prone.
All right.
Like
so
a
you
flopping fish.
You flop out of the pool,
Yeah.
and you land on the dead body of this troglodyte that Tolov had recently pierced and downed in one shot. Great. That sounds like that's your turn.
That is my turn, sir.
All right. So, Corian, you've just flown up high into the sky.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm looking at the map here.
Yes, I have. And
Leaving Inarik and Calidora all on their lonesome.
Well, no, that is not. What that does not. That's like saying Tolov has left them on their lonesome because she's 30 feet away. It's not the same thing at all.
Well, the 6 that are there are going to attack in one way or another. I'll just say that right now. This one is just going to kind of shift around you, Calidora. And these two. So Inaric, I've got 3. Let's see. You are inside of a net. And so what's going to happen is these 3 that are immediately around you in Arc, they are going to start dragging you. They're going to pull you 15 feet. As they're snarling and snapping and slathering, they're just licking their chops as they are dragging you 15 feet this direction towards the towards this tunnel that leads south out of this cave.
Oh boy. And I can't resist until it's my turn, huh?
You can't. So that's what the 3 of them do. The other 3 are going to attack Calidora in some fashion. Calidora, 2 of them are going to make the attacks that they do with bites and claws and things like that. The first one attacks you with snapping lizard-like mouth and 2 swipes of its claws. That's a 16 with a bite, another 16 with the bite, and with its claws, that's even lower.
Those are all nice.
Those all miss?
Yep.
All right. The second one does the exact same thing. Oof. One of those claws is a 13. That's not going to hit. Nope, they all miss. So you're well armored, right? And they're just slashing, clanging. Maybe they're a little bit distracted by this gloriously winged creature that just flew up above them.
Beautiful.
The one standing by the river here, it shoves its hand into a pouch at its side and throws something at you.
Ew.
Now I've just got to make sure that I've got the right stats on this stuff that it's throwing. Here we go. That's a 14 to hit. Does it miss?
It misses.
It flies right past your head, and it smells like poop.
Teen spirit poop. Teen spirit poop.
No way. These guys are poop slingers?
Yeah. You quickly are just able to dodge. It might have clipped some of your hair as it flies just past your head and splats into the sorry. You got a river there? It splats onto the wall right behind you, and you get this disgusting smell. They're throwing biologicals around.
I'm sorry, gross. Did you say that he reached into a bag, or did he reach behind him?
Into a pouch.
Oh, into a pouch. All right. Well, it's okay. So it's
is that worse? I think that might be worse.
It might be worse.
Yeah, it's absolutely worse.
They're keeping it. They're keeping it like a weapon.
On their person.
Hey, man, there's a stink. Give me a Constitution saving throw, by the way.
Particularly because she has strands of poop now touching her hair.
Oh, man. I thought Otto had it bad. What was that?
Sorry, speak
11.
Okay. Yeah, the smell is overpowering to you, and you're poisoned by this stench that overwhelms you.
I was already poisoned.
Were you? Okay. Well then,
double poisoned.
You're still poisoned.
Once again, never trust a troglodyte in his poop.
Extra poison.
Oh, you know what? If you were already poisoned, then you're immune to the effect for an hour. So you're not poisoned. You've overcome it.
Oh, she has antibodies.
I'm like, you know what? It's not so bad.
Yeah. And now it's your turn, so you get to do whatever you want to do. You have a spiritual weapon hovering over by Otto.
Yeah.
And you've got
I wanted to
guys
hit
around you.
for sure.
So one of the two troglodytes next to Otto up here have his spiritual weapon. One of them does not.
Okay, I'll take the one that does not have this.
Okay. It's hard to see based on the camera angle because it's a small mini and it's completely enveloped by Otto's giant mini.
Giant.
But he's back there. So go ahead and roll for that.
Okie dokie.
And Arik, you're on deck.
Okay, so 17 plus 7, 24.
Yeah, absolutely. No doubt.
Which one are you hitting? Do you the one with damage or without?
She's hitting the one that has no spiritual weapon hovering next to it, so it hasn't been hurt yet.
Oh, got it.
Okay, 8.
8. Nice.
That was my bonus action.
Yeah, so your scythe comes flying in, slashes across the back of the legs of this thing. You can hear yipping and echoing from across the cavern coming from over there, from the pain of these bludgeons and these stingers and these slices. It's music to your ears, Tolov, as it's all happening right next to you.
And then for my action, over by myself and Arik.
Yep.
I would like to. I want to cast fairy fire.
Yeah.
On those that are pulling him, but like far enough back to where it doesn't hit the two of us.
Okay.
So like further down the.
Yeah, you can do that. Sure.
Sort of hallway, if you will.
Fairy fire. I've got to make some kind of a save, don't I?
Yes, it's dex save of 13.
All right, cool. On all 3 of them. So let's do this.
Yeah,
Not particularly dexterous.
It's going to be a violet light if they don't.
7, 12, and a nat 20. So 2 of them fail.
Great.
So we'll say these 2 gray ones, they failed, and they are covered now with this violet, and you can see them react, and they're a little disconcerted because their bodies are now illuminated by this light, which should be burning them, but it's not. But they sure are easy to see.
Now that's a 20-foot cube. I didn't catch any invisible beings in that area, did I?
No, you did not.
Okay. No.
Great thought, though.
Question now.
One of the best ways to fight against a invisible creature.
Yes.
Okay, so they are fairy fired.
Yeah.
Are you gonna move?
So Narc, if you attack those 2, you have advantage against
Awesome.
them. So do I. Anybody does.
Advantage canceling out your disadvantage. So,
Right.
which is better than the alternative. Okay, so Inark, you're up.
All right. I still think for now, I ought to just get out of this thing in the first place. So I'm going to just open up my nostrils and my mouth and drag in a big whiff so that it really makes me angry. And then I'm going to shrug off the stupid net. And I think a 21 is 22 is going to do it, I would guess.
Yeah, you find the torn seam from Sekris's blow from earlier, and you just shred this thing like the Incredible Hulk, like Hulk Hogan ripping your shirt off. You, that thick cotton shirt, you shred that thing, and it falls in tatters on the floor around you.
Very satisfying rip sound.
Yeah.
24-inch pythons.
That's right.
Oh,
He ate his vitamins, said his prayers.
I yell again threateningly at these creatures because that's all I can do on this.
All right, so you steel yourself, ready to deal some death when you can. Looking above you as you see the flying form of your friend. That brings us to Mort and Dravalius. Dravalius wants to do some stinging again, so Tolov, if you don't mind.
+4, is it?
Yes, it's +4.
16.
Yes.
And
that
then
is a hit. Yeah,
plus
1d4 +2.
It's 5. total?
5 more points of damage. Dravalius is he's working it.
Dealing out the death.
He is. 5 more points of damage. I've got to roll another con save to see if this thing is poisoned. Oh, and I failed. So, actually, I failed by a ton. So, Travalius so successfully pumps him full of poison that he falls unconscious.
Oh, nice.
Whoa, brutal.
Uh-huh.
And I will move the camera so that we're looking at that action.
That's like the spider cam, like the NFL.
Yeah.
Zooming across the stadium right now.
All right. And then Mort is going to follow up. Oh, Mort. Mort's got some fun things he can do, but I don't really want to use them on these chumps.
Chumps.
It might be fun. It might be fun just to.
He's to have him just chomp on the chumps.
Yeah. So let's see.
Lovely lady chumps.
My chumps. My chumps.
In the back and in the front.
Yeah, he's just going to bite them for now. He's going to bite this last remaining troglodyte in front of him. Oh, that's a dirty 20. So he chomps down successfully on this thing's arm.
That's a dirty chump.
And does another 4 points of piercing damage. Oh, that's 8. I apologize.
Oof. Get him.
How dare you?
He was the last one who hasn't been hit in that bunch. And you can hear him kind of laughing with kind of maniacal glee as he's able to tear some flesh off this thing. He calls out from the corner of the cavern, "We're doing our part, everybody. Let's take care of business and get out of here, huh?" All right, that brings us to those troglodytes. Well, that guy is poisoned. And let's see, he's unconscious for an hour, unless he takes damage.
Whoa.
So he's out, effectively. And so this one guy just got bit by Mort. He's going to try and attack back at him with, some biting and some claws. That's a 15. What is Mort's AC? 13. So Mort takes damage from a claw, and that's it. So Mort takes 4 points of damage. You hear this clang, this sound of, I don't know, like claw on bone ring out through the cavern. Mort cries out in a bit of a shout of alarm as this thing knocks him around a little bit.
Clang, clang, clang goes Mort's jaw.
Let's see.
Poor Mort.
And, one of these troglodytes who's attacking you, Otto.
Yeah.
Tolov has now kind of been revealed. And so, are you still in the river?
Yes.
The River Queen.
He
doing a river dance.
He pulls his net out of a pack and he tosses it at you into the river.
And I call down, "Watch out for the net!" Because I can see it.
That's a 19 to hit.
Uh-oh.
It hit.
So this net kind of falls perfectly around you as these weighted edges around the edge of the net. They quickly fall down through the water, and you find yourself chest up in this river, encompassed about by this net, which is impeding almost everything that you do. And that's his turn.
I'd like to point out how my figurine is standing and just say that net would just be easily sliced through.
Hey, you're free to slice through it on your next turn.
Okay.
Absolutely. And then there's another guy, and he is going to. He's thinking he's going to try and shove Otto into this pool, but can't quite do it. So with Otto being prone, he's just going to attack you with advantage 3 times.
Do it. Yeah, Otto's dead weight right now, man.
That is first claw is a 22.
Yep.
Second claw is a 17.
Nope.
And the bite is too low. So you take 4 points of slashing damage as this thing is trying to carve at you when you're lying on the ground.
Claw me up.
All right. Let's see. Tolov, you're up.
I'm gonna.
Corian on deck.
I have my.
So with this net around you, you are technically restrained. So you can't move, and your attack rolls have disadvantage, and you have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
But I have 2 daggers in my hands.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I want to.
You want to try and cut your way out of this net?
I do.
Okay.
Oh, look.
Then roll to attack with your 2 daggers.
Disadvantage on each, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I rolled the same. So 1 dagger is 14.
Mm-hmm. That hits.
Ooh. Okay. Come on. Big money.
No whammies.
And the second is an 18 to hit.
Yep, they both hit.
All right.
So roll damage on that and see what happens to the net.
1d4.
Great Sandra Bullock movie, by the way.
Yeah.
Huh?
The net.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And it's like she
It's
stayed
like a
at
hacker,
home the whole time and had everything ordered. And like when it came out, you're like, what? Somebody staying inside and having everything ordered and brought to them online? That cannot
We're
happen.
living the net.
That'll never happen.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, the net and now Red Dawn. So it's really interesting combination.
Red Dawn.
Red Dawn.
That's 14 points of damage total.
Okay, yeah. So you do this like ninja video game X slash, and yeah, that net just collapses and falls down and is carried down river from you.
What does the troglodyte do? The one that threw the net on her when he sees that? Because it's all 6 seconds, right? Like.
Oh yeah. The look on his face is just like. as,
Not only am I escaping, but I'm also gonna quickly cut all the rest of the holes so that fish don't get stuck in it.
Oh.
That's good.
Good for you. Roll for it.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes. Wait. We have actually a roll for it video.
Oh.
Can we talk or no?
His videos, give him his video.
Yeah, I think so.
Roll for it. All right.
I'm watching's a little slow.
Oh,
so.
Lana, remember we said you were going to do things where you're going to be like, roll for it.
Oh, yeah.
Roll for it.
Roll for it.
Love that Joker.
Well, I'm not sure I'm very successful in helping fish. I rolled a 6.
Oh boy, yeah. So, a 6. Okay, you start trying to cut it up in a creative way. It gets tangled around your dagger. I need you to make a sleight of hand check right now to see if it pulls the dagger out of your hand.
Oh,
But I have 2 daggers, so that's a 7.
That dagger gets pulled away and you lose it.
no.
That's
Sorry.
all right. I have more.
Yeah. You've got sheaths and sheaths of them up and down your
do.
legs and arms, don't you? You
Yeah.
got 4 short swords.
Yeah. I have like 100 pounds of weapons on me.
Equipment. Yeah. It's like what's his name? Mad Max and Beyond Thunderdome when he's like dropping the weapons on the table before he goes in. It's just
Yes.
ceasingless. Okay.
That is a documentary of Tolov's life.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
All right. So you've got movement. If you want to climb out and do something, or you can stay where you are.
So there are still 2 troglodytes next to Otto, or 1?
Yeah, there are still 2 next to him. Both of them have a spiritual weapon hovering around them.
All right, I'm gonna get out of there then.
Okay.
Can't see Can I go what's on the other side of the river?
There is one right here. On the other side is
Oh, I see. Okay.
Mort and Dravalius fighting one.
I'm gonna go with them.
Okay.
Sorry, Otto. I got you from a distance.
That's fine. You're the greatest archer of your generation. I feel very comfortable with you at least 60 feet away.
Thank you for saying that.
Yeah.
Okay, so Corian, you're up. You are flying 30 feet above the floor of this cavern, looking down.
Yes, I am. Do troglodytes understand our language?
Nope.
They do not?
Well, you can sure try. I just revealed that they don't.
Thank you. Right.
I suppose if you can speak in telepathy or cast the spell tongues on yourself, you could probably talk to them. But
so I would. As I'm flying up there, I take out my hand crossbow to look. Can I tell the 2 troglodytes that have been affected by the Fey magic? Is it something that's like visible?
Yes, they glow.
They start to glow, right?
Yeah,
well,
they're covered in like fake fire. Yeah.
Great. So I see one of these fake fire troglodytes, and I fire my crossbow at this.
Yeah, do it.
Fire.
Roll with advantage.
Oh yes, with advantage, right? Because he's 14.
14 hits.
Right.
Yes,
And
that's from above.
That is 7 points of damage.
Okay, you bury your crossbow bolt in his chest, and he collapses dead.
Yes.
Woohoo!
And then
he's already injured.
And then, as a bonus action, I as I'm flying up in the air, I would like to I take out my lute and strum a beautiful chord as I call all of my companions to look up at me. And I say, in this cave we fight these infernal creatures. May you all know that you have wonderful features. For today we live. We do not die. Hello, everyone. I like to fly. I just put that in there because I like to say that I like to fly. And I create a mantle of inspiration for all of my companions as I expend a bardic inspiration, which gives everyone 8 temporary hit points.
Ooh. All right.
And also, you can immediately use a reaction to when a creature gains the you can immediately use your reaction to move up to your speed without provoking any opportunity attacks. So, if anyone would like to move up to their speed,
what?
Can I roll? Like roll away?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take as many feet as you'll give me prone rolling away from that troglodyte, or actually rolling away from the acid pool towards the water.
Okay.
I assume I'm not going to get full movement, so whatever you want.
Yeah, you definitely don't have full, and like normally if you're crawling prone, you're going half speed, and because you're prone and still restrained with a net, I'll give you 10 feet.
I'll take it. Yeah, I'll get 10 feet towards the water.
10 feet will get you right to the edge of the water.
Great, I'll take it.
Okay. All right. Is there anybody else going to move, given this, or do you want to save your reaction for something else? Because that's what you're using. You're using a reaction to take advantage of this opportunity to move.
I've got 2 troglodytes surrounding me that are lit up, right?
One of them just died. One of them just collapsed with an arrow.
Put
with an arrow in
a bolt into his belly.
Chest.
Is there a grouping of? Is there a bigger grouping of troglodytes?
Right now, they're kind of in groups of 2. Like there's the 2 in front of you. There's the 2 behind Calidora, the 2 over by Otto, and the 2 over by Tolov. Which you
but there's just one. There's just one in front of me, right?
No, there's two right here. One
Only
of them's got fairy fire, and the other one is. Both of them are trying to drag you.
One of
With
the ones
net.
with the fairy fire was hit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I would
Okay,
actually
I'm
get
gonna
away from those in front of me.
Or is there someone within my reach, within my movement that I can get to that needs help? Does Otto need the help?
Um,
Otto's got a couple guys on him, but
Otto's got a couple guys on him.
not like dire urgency right now.
Whenever I can, man, if I'd like to head over to the other side of the
You
river.
you could get to this guy. If you peeled away from here, you could get to this guy and attack him.
Would he
But
be able to
that's-
do it with the net on? Do you still have the net on you?
No, he
No,
ripped it off.
No, he busted it off.
Yeah, I'm assuming a quick glance around would make me think that Otto needs the more help right now. Correct?
Okay.
I am wrapped up in a net.
Okay, I'm
You wanna
going
work your way over there.
going over there. Yep.
Okay, so you feeling this burst, this inspiring, adrenaline-fueled moment from your friend up, hovering above you. You feel confident that you have the speed and the endurance, the dexterity, and you're able to zip past away from these two guys that are directly in front of you. Quickly dodge your way around, almost leap using the inspiration you've been granted over this river. Your trailing foot gets a little bit wet, and you find yourself standing right next to this lone troglodyte. You and a great spectral warhammer stand right next to him.
Excellent.
That's your reaction, yeah?
Yep.
Great. Nice reaction. Okay, where are we at now?
If we're still there on the reaction, I'd like to get out of that mess as well.
Yeah, okay. Where do you want to go?
Well, since Anaric's gone over to Otto, I'll actually stay on this side of the river, but be closer to Tolov and
Trovalius and
Trovalius. And Mort, my buddy Mort.
What?
You can get right there. Right behind one of the, right behind the one conscious.
I want to be that close to.
Yeah, you're right behind the one conscious troglodyte that's attacking.
But not
Mort.
like within like 5 feet, right? Maybe a little further back.
Okay, sure. 10 feet.
Just a smidge.
Okay. Great. That's perfect. Anybody else? Tolov, you going to stay where you are?
Yes, I am.
Great. All right. I just got to figure out what Sekris is going to do right now.
Doesn't have to do anything.
No, she doesn't. You're right.
She gives up, I guess. I'll go home and have snacks.
Snacks.
Let's see.
Like a very troglodyte war leader thing to do.
Right.
Okay. So, you hear her call out in a magical tongue once again, and as she does so, she reappears in the midst of this cavern.
She would.
And as she does so, she releases this magic up into the air towards you, Corian.
What?
No.
Oh no, Corian.
And I need you to I need you to make a particular saving throw for me.
Yes, and
as
it's
I
going to
look
be
up the spell.
brilliant.
Constitution saving throw.
I will be very. Thank you for using my Kraken dice. I will make a fantastic throw of Constitution, which maybe wasn't the best of throws. I shall use a D20 reroll. Thank you everyone for the D20 rerolls.
Yay!
Oh yes, that's going to be even. That's 22.
Okay. You start to feel a rumble and a shake to the air and to this sphere of reality around you, and you know this spell. You have cast it on a number of occasions. The very fabric of reality shakes and shatters around you, trying to encompass you about in it, and you're able to kind of, fly and dodge in and out of the terror of this particular spell, but you still take some of that thunderous damage. You take 7 points of it.
Yes, and I pull out my little bag and vomit because of the turbulence in the air.
Otto, you're up.
Neato. So yeah, I'm gonna take a swing at the guy that's got my spiritual weapon on him. I'm gonna
Do it.
take a swing at him.
Yep. That's this blue guy right here.
That looks like it'll hit with let's see, 12 plus. Where are you, spiritual weapon? 8. So dirty 20.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Come on now. Here we go.
Come on now.
6 more points of radiant damage
Okay.
on that old boy.
Come on now.
And then
Your warhammer crushes into the back of his skull,
oof.
and he collapses dead. Falls into this puddle of green acid ooze, and it starts to sizzle and pop and fume as his body is slowly starting to be eaten by this sludge.
Otto's like, oh man, that's gross. And then I'm gonna try to get the net off me again.
Do it.
And survey says 12.
Yeah.
Oh, huzzah!
Yep. You're able to, work the net and basically find a way. You're able to take the rest of your effort that wasn't consumed by controlling your weapon. And
Nice.
You're able to pull this thing off of you.
Great. Can we? As I pull it off, I'm letting that roll right in the river. Get out of there, you net. So that's my action,
Go away,
and I
you
guess
net.
I'll use some movement to stand up if I can.
Yep. Half of it.
Yep, I'll take it.
You've got one troglodyte standing here in front of you. You can step right up to him and fight him if you want, or do whatever you want.
Well, I figured I'm all out of actions because I used my bonus action for spiritual weapon, and I took the net off. There's pretty much stuff all around, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, in particular, across the river, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One's unconscious.
Am I in Oppie attack range for that guy? Like, is he gonna get an Oppie attack on me if I back up to the wall by the river?
No, he's just outside of Oppie range.
Okay, yeah, I'll back up to the wall, basically where the mouth of the river opens, and kind of put my back to the wall.
Great.
And that's it. I'm resituated. I'm out of the net. I got my shield, my staff, which my staff is glowing because of the shillelagh from last time. But
Yeah.
I'm ready to go.
Excellent. Okay, Otto's turn.
Float up and stay there. It's great. Good shape. I'm gonna get some water.
Okay, so the rest of these troglodytes, everybody that they were fighting or dragging or whatever have kind of run away from them, so they've got to readjust, and they do. This one by the river, he digs into his bag again and chucks something at you, Inaric. That's a 9, and you feel a piece of troglodyte excrement go flying past your shoulder. It lands in the pool of acid and sizzles and burns. It smells really, really, really terrible.
Burning is the worst.
All right.
Yeah.
But
Let's see.
just like it felt coming out. So we just want to say thanks to Adam Mercer for the D20 for Inaric. D20 for Anaric. Thank you, Adam
Thank
Mercer,
you,
for
Adam.
donating to
Thank you.
Nerd HQ and for mental health awareness for their efforts, their upcoming efforts. We thank you, Adam Mercer.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, chat, who's got the next roll for it, by the way?
That's right. In the chat, you guys, who gets the next roll for it? Put the character name in the chat.
Okay. So these two guys are going to rush over and attack Calidora. Sorry, sweetie.
We're gonna try.
They're going to try as they rake with their claws and bite. So, oof. That's a 22 and a dirty 20 for the claws.
Yeah, that's
And the bite, that's caught. That's another 22. Wow. So you from one of those guys, you take 12 points of piercing and slashing damage.
Ay, Dios mío.
And from the next one is a 9 and a 25 for the slashes and a 12 for the bite. So you take another 4 points from another slash from the second guy who comes running up to you.
Okay.
That leaves these two. They're going to run over here. And they're going to do what their buddy did. And they're both going to try and throw poop bombs at you in Ark.
Calidora gets the next roll for it, by the way. Calidora's got the next roll for it.
Copy that.
16 is the highest of those two rolls.
Doesn't hit.
Okay, yeah. So little sludge bombs of poop. They're just flying all around you, and you're not even looking at them. Their aim is that bad, and they're just missing. As you have, you kind of ran over here to help Otto, and as you arrived at the scene, Otto was able to, extract himself from the net and get up.
Hey, Ark.
Hey, well done.
Thanks, man. Watch out for that poop.
Callie, you are up.
Okay, where is Secris on this map again?
10 feet behind you.
Yes. Oh, does she know that?
Cool. Cool. Okay. And there's still a troglodyte on Otto, but he's out of the net, right?
Otto's out of the net, and there is no troglodyte right next to him.
There's no great.
But
Okay.
you do have a spiritual weapon right next to a troglodyte.
Um.
Up by him.
Here. I would actually like it to move since an arc and. Yeah, I want to move it over to Secris.
Okay, I think you can only move it 20 feet.
Oh, criminy! Is it too far away? Then then it should stay. That's right. It's
okay.
only.
You want to have to bash that guy or what?
Yeah, let's bash that.
Do it,
dude.
Bash that, dude.
Okay, does a 13 hit? No,
it does.
I don't know how to add. That's 15.
Well, that doesn't hit though. No.
Okay, that's 7 points of damage.
On this guy, yeah. 7.
But I can still move it, right?
You can still move it. Your scythe slashes across the back of this troglodyte and kills it.
Okay, so bye you, and then I'll move it 20 feet closer to Secris.
Okay.
And then I will turn around and I want to try and hit her and the troglodyte closest to her within 5 feet with a cantrip, my Toll the Dead cantrip, but with my Reaper feature, I can
catch 2 people.
Yes, goodness gracious. Words are really hard. Okay, so for this cantrip, Toll the Dead, I point right at Secris, and the sound of dolorous spells will fill the air, and she must succeed on a wisdom saving throw of 15. Same with the troglodyte dude.
She fails, and the regular troglodyte succeeds.
Has she received?
She's taken lots of damage.
She's taken lots of damage. Okay, great. So instead of a D8, that means it's 2d12. Very exciting.
Instead of 1d8, it's 2d12.
Well, I'm sorry. Instead of 2d8, it's
Oh.
2d8. If they've taken damage, it's a d12 instead of a d8, and at this level, I have 2. Okay, so 5 and 9, 14 points of damage, and my necrotic damage ignores any resistance, just in case anybody's getting any funny ideas, Secris.
Okay.
That's your real name.
So 7 for that guy.
We want to thank Wandering Geek for a little D20 for Calidora.
Yay!
Wandering Geek. By the way, Wandering Geek,
Thank you.
have 2 entries in our dice giveaway tonight. We're giving away some really pretty Kraken dice, you guys. Really beautiful.
I might actually have a set. I have too many. I mean, is there such a thing as too many?
No,
You can't have mine, but they're also very beautiful.
Mine are dope. Mine have little bats in them.
So your necrotic enveloping energy flows out from you, assaulting them all around with these bells. Secris is staggering. She is staggered by the toll this is taking on her, and the assault that it is to her soul, essentially. And she's not looking great at all. Are you going to stay right where you are?
Yeah.
You would incur opportunity attacks against you if you move.
I'll stay.
Okay. Top of the order, Inarik, you're up.
All right. I'm gonna slide a few more feet, and I've got my sword, and I just give it a little flip around my wrist and hack it down towards this troglodyte that's between me and Otto.
Get him.
Between you and Otto, there is no troglodyte.
Oh,
Calidor just killed it with her spiritual weapon.
all right. So there's no more near there by Otto, yes?
Correct.
Okay. So
The only thing near you is Otto's spiritual hammer, right here. In the form of a mini Kraken D20.
So I look at Otto. I give him a sassy thumbs up. And then I turn back and I run towards Secris. Do I have enough to close the distance?
You do have enough room. You will run past another troglodyte. This troglodyte right here. Secris is right here.
I see this other troglodyte and I kind of go, and I just blaze right past him. Let's see how he does.
All right. He swipes at you with an 11. So you're able to bat these clawed hands aside from this little, compared to you, relatively small lizard-like person as you sidle right up to Secris.
And as I'm running, I just take my ignium sword and I give a major slash with it. And that's going to be a 17 to hit.
That just hits.
Ow!
Let's see.
Oh. Man.
And that's going to
There's a look of fear in this lizard person's eyes as you bear down on them.
Nice.
Brandishing your flaming sword.
14 slashing damage. And it also is accompanied by a delightful
little bird.
13 fire damage.
Oof.
Ooh.
Wow.
Where did all that come from?
That's the ignium sword. I get 1d8 plus 6 slashing and 1d10 plus 4 fire damage.
Whoa.
Yes.
Plus 4? Where's the plus 4 come from? Remind me.
Hang on. It may be the other way
I
around.
think it's supposed to just be a straight extra dice roll for fire damage.
Gotcha. All right. So I rolled a 9 on the fire damage. So D&D Beyond just added it. So I have to see if I can.
Oh,
search it.
okay.
See,
Wait, what is
guys,
the?
That's
Are you
why we
wielding
like
it
to do
one-handed?
physical dice. Physical dice. You could buy. You get some.
I'll have to
physical
double check
dice
that. Oh,
everywhere.
that doesn't matter. She only had 4 hit points left. So
I rolled a physical die. It's just D&D Beyond says what I have pluses and whatnot.
Oh yeah. Well, we'll talk about that later. So your flaming sword, trailing smoke and flickers of flame behind it, comes arcing through the air and just cuts right across the front of this creature, and she howls in pain. What does everybody see as you kill this enemy?
I mean, I think I just take her down from the shoulder straight down through the chest, and I'm just, enraged as I do it and kind of bellow out, and then give a wink to whoever's closest on my team. I suppose it's kind of a creepy wink given what's happened.
All right. So with a wink, yes, your blade comes crashing down and ends her life as she collapses at your feet.
And from up above, I call Sicarus out.
Chill out.
And Matt, kind of as an afterthought, I just pivot to this troglodyte that's behind me that I ran past.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to fire a firebolt, kind of almost
Fireball.
without thinking. Just fire that firebolt at him.
So where are you moving?
I'm just turning to cast firebolt to this troglodyte that's right behind me. That's the one.
So technically, firebolt is a ranged attack, and you are right next to this thing. So you will roll with disadvantage because it's a ranged attack. And you're
All right. So he's close enough for me to just slash at him too.
Absolutely, yeah.
So I'll just pivot, and I'll just take the sword and I'll slash it around for a natural 20.
Hey.
So I found my notes on the sword. It just does an additional 2d6 fire damage. That's what it does additional
2d6
on top of the
Okay.
longsword damage.
Oh, right. Okay, let's see. Okay, great. I see.
And you have
D&D
cold-
Beyond took the. I wrote notes. You're right. I've got 2d6 fire damage. I just have to read the notes next to it. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
So that's going to be, let's see, 20 on that is going
Just
to
2d6 additional fire damage.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so 12 fire damage would be 12 plus 2d6.
Just
In addition
just-
to the crit on the, yeah.
yeah, it's just
be another
I'm pretty
6
sure you're gonna kill this thing.
for fire damage. And then is it it's 1d8? Yeah, it's 1d8.
Longsword, yeah. One-handed.
That's going to be a 7, and then my d6 roll was a 6.
Yeah, I mean, you're so like buzzing on killing the leader of these troglodytes that your adrenaline, you just deftly step around, bringing your sword around with you a second time, and you just sever this thing right in half. And the two pieces of its body collapse and fall into the river as you immediately kill this thing in one stroke.
Ooh, nice double kill. And
brutal.
I'm just
yeah,
like,
absolutely.
Overkill.
All right, movement.
Yeah, who's left? I'm gonna move.
There's 2
to
here.
whoever-
There's another one right to your
That's
left.
where I'm going. So he's gonna get an opportunity to attack. Yeah.
If you move away from where you are, it will. Yeah.
Okay, is that Calidor next to me there?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to stay.
Okay. All right, Mort and Dravalius.
I wink back at him. It was creepy, but I wink back anyway.
We're aware that it was maybe it's creepy, but under the circumstances it works.
Sometimes it's gotta happen.
So Mort and Dravalius are both going to attack this last standing troglodyte in front of them. Mort's going to chomp at him with. He's actually got 2 bites. I've been missing that, so he's going to bite at this thing twice. He's very quick. Ooh, I rolled 2 17s. So that's going to hit because their AC is lower than 17. So, Mort, my dude, where's your numbers? Notebooks. I apologize, everyone.
Refreshing.
Where are you at, Mort? We're almost there, I'm sure of it. Okay. So this guy takes 8 points. Oh, he is staggering as Mort chomps on him twice. Dravalius dives in for a killing blow, hopefully. He can bite or sting. What do you want him to do, Lana?
Sting.
Do it. Add 4 to
Hello,
this roll.
Pop Love.
Hey, that's a dirty 20.
Hits.
Dirty,
1d4 plus 2.
dirty tail 20.
Dravalius has not missed. He is a poisoning machine.
Yeah,
That's
Dravalius.
5 points of stinging damage.
Yeah, he had 4 hit points left.
Wahoo!
So, yeah, Dravalius and Mort proving to be a deadly duo as they are picking off lizard vermin one by one.
I would watch that spinoff.
Oh, yeah.
Dravalius and Mort
Me
show.
too.
Yeah.
It's like Starsky and Hutch.
Like regular show animation style.
Wow.
All of the above.
Yeah, I'm about it. I'm here for it.
Yeah.
I'm so happy to be out of that net.
Yeah. So there's one guy still alive in the group that is currently going, but he's unconscious. So that brings us to Tolov. Your turn. Corian on deck.
So it's just the unconscious guy?
Yeah, lying right in front of you.
Well,
Or there's a bunch still down here.
oh, yeah, okay, I guess I should help my friends, eh?
You can only if you want to.
I mean, I really would like to kill this guy in front of me, but I won't. Okay.
Well, you could. He's unconscious. It's an auto crit if you hit.
It's just stomp.
But I mean, he's gonna come. He's dead. He's down for like an hour, right? So he's not a priority. I'm gonna go for who's this guy in blue here?
Well, this guy in blue is unconscious.
No, the one in front of. That one.
Calidora.
Oh no, in front of Calidor, yeah.
There's these two right here next to Calidora. You could sidle up to this guy right here.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit this guy.
With your bow?
Yep.
Either way, you get your sneak attack damage, so go for it.
Yep.
Get him.
All right. Where? That's a 13. Is that gonna hit?
13 is gonna hit, yes.
Greatest archer of her generation, people. Strap in for it. Fraction roll D&D.
Woo! Okay. Okay, that's 13 plus 14, 16, 19, 24 points of damage.
I mean,
Tolage, the murder factory.
One shot.
NBD.
Is there anyone behind that creature who will get hit by this bolt?
Another one-shot kill for Tolova. She's sneakily causing sneak attack damage and just casually just burying arrows into these things and killing them.
Casual murder.
It's
hobo.
fitting. It's fitting, Matt, that you have Legolas there holding the map because this is some elven archery stuff that just raining down.
It's a thing of beauty. Okay, you're gonna stay where you are.
I am.
Okay, Corian.
Right. Well, first we'd like to thank Rose, Kyo, for the D20 for Inaric.
Oh, thank you, Rosekill.
All right.
Thank you very much, Rose.
Thank you.
So as I'm, fluttering around up here, watching all my friends decimate everyone with, I have a nice smile on my face, very proud of my little American Idol quip about Seacrest out. Then, who's alive? What enemy is alive down there?
There are two right underneath you.
Yep.
There is one faced by Inaric and Calidor right here. And this one is unconscious.
Great. Well, though it's tempting, as I've seen they're throwing feces around, it's tempting to drop my own on the ones below me. I'm not going to because I don't feel like I need to at the moment. So I shall.
That would be.
That'd be a new low for the show.
Yep.
Would it be a low or would it be a high?
Would it be a new low? Actually, is the question.
Oh man.
I mean, they would rate our show a 2. So then instead, what I would do is what I will do is I will aim my crossbow at the one that's harrying my friends, and I will say, "Time to feast your maker."
Oh God!
Crossbow.
Otto's laughing on the other side of the water. He's like, oh man, he's on fire tonight.
What a crappy joke.
Oh.
Otto's about to go prone if you guys keep slinging these one-liners.
I say, come on, I've been down in the dumps lately. Is there any canned laughter that I can hear anywhere? Right, okay. That's a 25 to hit.
25 hits.
And that is 8 points of crossbow wonder damage.
I believe that was listed in the books. Crossbow wonder.
Yeah, you bury your crossbow bolt buries like right into his thigh, and he snarls in pain. You gonna keep hovering right where you are?
Yes, because I don't see any reason not to.
Okay, great. Otto, you're up.
I am up, aren't I? Is all of my people within 60 feet of me?
Yes, absolutely. Corian's out of range.
Poor Corian. Well, I'll wait then. No one's close to death, right? No one looks like they're about to fall over.
Negative.
Great.
I mean, if you were to move this direction, Corian would fall into that.
You probably would notice that since he was making so many poo puns, his mind's not quite right, and he's teetering he's starting to feel the effects of this battle. I will just say that about Corian.
But his mind is always not quite right.
What?
That's fair.
What?
Yeah, Matt, go ahead and move me up as far as I need to be to get Corian in range. And then you'll see my staff glow real bright, the gem in the center of it, and I let out a and I'm gonna cast healing word, mass healing word on the group.
Nice.
Currently there's how many of us about? What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 2 familiars?
Yeah, there's yourself, Corian, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then Dravalius and Mort.
Cool.
There's 7 of you.
Great.
Dravalius hasn't been touched. Mort took a bit of a bump.
Great, then I'll everybody but Dravalius. This is going for. That'll be ready. Who's ready for healing math?
I'm so ready.
I'm ready.
Great. So at the base we've got 6 plus 3 plus 2.
11.
11 points of radiant healing done to my friends, my good friend Mort, and everyone that I care about in the game. Great. That's my action. Or that's my bonus action. Sorry, that's a bonus action. As my action, I'm gonna find somebody within range and hit him with radiant flame.
Okay. Yeah. What's the
Sacred
range on it?
Dex 16 save, my man.
What's the range on it?
60.
Anybody. So you could get this guy right in front of your compatriots, any of these two. There's only 4 of them still up, so.
Yeah. Who's slinging poop? I'm gonna hit the guy that was slinging poop.
Yeah, either one of these two.
Yeah, I'll take the closer one.
Okay. Dex 16.
Yes, sir.
You poop slinger.
9.
9.
Slinger.
All right, here we go. A little 2d8 coming in hot with a 7 and a 5.
12 points.
12 points of radiant damage descends from the heavens.
And burns him to a cinder.
Oh, man.
Woo!
Otto yells, "Oh, sorry, dude."
And since I'm hovering above him, I imagine I smell like this faint burnt manure smell that wafts up into my nose.
It's not faint.
This heavy.
It's pungent. It's pungent.
Especially because you're like right above it.
Yes. Yeah, it's like this column of...
Yep. All right, that brings us to this whole group. Oh boy. Yeah, there's no way they're going to try and stick around. So this guy is going to run.
Coward.
Go on, take your poo and run.
This guy's going to run too, but you two, Callie and Inarik, both get Oppie attacks against him.
Yes, knock him down.
He's going to take the disengage action and then run. That's as far as he gets. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Calidora, you are up. Inarik on deck. You are here.
He gets as far as the.
Yeah, let me get him in frame here a little bit. There you go. That's him right there.
I'll go after him. Actually, no, I don't have to go after him. Got ranged. Yeah, I'll just toll the dead. Just point at him.
All right.
I go a little bit.
Lizzie, let's do a little Lizzie here. Oh, I rolled an 18.
Dang it.
Badness.
All right. Well, oh, I still have the spiritual weapon up. It's too far away from him, though, right?
Too far away. Yeah. I mean, you could try and move it that direction if you want.
I'll move it in that direction. Why not? Because he's the only one left, right?
Yeah. Well, there's the unconscious one next to Tolov.
That's just so.
Okay.
I don't want to take her fun away.
Inarik, you're up.
Right. I just take a good old slash at him.
Well, you are here, and he has run away from you.
And then I move right up to him.
So as soon as it bolts, you recognize that fearful, coward-like energy, and you don't miss a beat. As you hear Calidora whispering her spell behind you, you race after this thing with your sword brandished.
It's a 22 to hit.
Yep.
Yep.
And rolling quite well. I'm not doing the math so well, however. Let's see, that's going to be...
Is it more than 12?
I don't... Yes.
Then don't worry about the math. You
Right.
chase this thing, pace it step for step. You catch up to it and just slice him from behind. It collapses dead at your feet, gurgling and sputtering, and his, his coward-like calls. What else are you gonna do?
Who else is left?
Right now, the only one left
unconscious one.
is the unconscious one.
It's fine. You can take him. I've already taken out 2.
And it is all the way up here.
Okay. Yeah. I guess I'll walk over to him.
You got about that much more movement total.
Okay. That's
Okay.
it.
Mort and Dravalius. Mort's Dravalius kind of at this point, flies and perches on top of Mort's head like they've done in the past. And so Mort flying around with this little mini dragon helmet headdress. It says, "This one's kind of pathetic. What do we do? You want me to off this thing or what?"
Otto will say, wait, enough killing. Let's maybe talk to this guy if we can. Find out what's going on.
Yeah. Does anyone have a method of communicating with him? We don't speak his language.
Nor do I.
Did you not use something? Did you not use something Corian on the other one we found? The one that told us where to find the I'm really confused. I've been down here for so long, it feels like.
I can comprehend what they may say, but I cannot communicate with them. I cannot make them understand my language.
Mm-hmm.
So I could just
comprehend
what they are saying.
Then a swift death it is.
That was Moonshroom that was able to communicate with you.
Yes, little Moonshroom was my buddy Mikey, the mushroom.
Oh yeah, Mikey.
Mm-hmm.
They were able
little Mikey.
So what's the consensus here?
Should we put him out?
What do you guys want to do?
Otto sits down. He's had enough. He's taking a break.
Maybe we should take him with us and go back up and talk to the elf that is with the other elf who also has a dead counterpart in the form of a head.
How long until he wakes up?
At this point, about a little under an hour. About 55 minutes.
Hog time.
Right.
Unless you slap him around and wake him up.
No, not until we.
Allie, I think that's a good idea. I think we take it up. We give a warning to the elves that there's something fishy going on, and we can maybe spore it up with.
Oh right, we have to pick up the head on the way there. We can have, Moonshroom give us a hand.
Right, because we're not that far in, distance-wise, are we, Matt? It's not like we're going to be there.
Distance-wise,
take him under the water. Right?
You're not too terribly far in because the basilisk den was actually quite close to the cave network proper that you have found yourselves in. When you fought the demon, you were farther into these cave networks than you are in this particular room. You've got two ways out of here. There's a tunnel to your south, which one troglodyte ran through successfully, and you've got the river that you swam through that you could swim against the current back north, back into the basilisk cavern, which would allow you to go out very easily. And the river, as it flows south through this cave, you learned from Mort that it would lead back into the shrine chamber. Unfortunately, none of you are small enough to swim through that particular channel of water as it goes through the rock. Only Mort was small enough.
Otto's going to yell out,
"Thanks, Rose. Did we get that amulet off of her earrings? She had the earrings, and they were like,
yes, we
right. It's a really good tool.
Absolutely.
So you find the dead body of Secris.
The body.
And dangling from her two strangely malformed lizard-esque ears are two big earrings or something. And the two of them look much like this talisman that each of you saw in your vision in the River King's shrine.
Well, I fly back down to the floor and I'd say, would anyone like to take these off the ears? I'm not very well versed in how to take things off of ears. There's earrings.
Is there gold in them?
No.
No, Tolif, it doesn't matter if there's gold. This
It's not
this
like
this is going
the
to
way
open the
it's the
portal.
No, it's like a black and brown
It's not
material.
as cool.
You're not sure what it is,
I'll
but
take them off.
you watched Sekris walk out of the abyss with it, and then break it. And when she did break it, the portal closed behind her. That's what you saw.
How much can I sell it for?
No, I'll grab them.
Okay.
It's all right. I've got them too.
So yeah, Calidora, you grab these 2 pieces of this talisman. And you also see lying next to her is her longsword.
Oh, the oozy black poisoning one?
Which oozes this black, filthy substance.
Let's grab it.
Who would dare?
Don't touch it though.
Yes, who would dare wield that thing?
I don't know. We can figure it out up there.
Is it a poo sword? Fling poo? Is that
+2 sword of poop slinging.
This is +2 on everything. It's like
that would be a
+2,
fun homebrew item.
+2, +2.
Yeah.
I'll just grab it and deal with it later.
Yeah, you're not really sure what the deal is with this sword, but this black ooze that comes from it is leaving like scorched burn marks in the earth as it's kind of pooling out of the blade into the ground underneath it.
My goodness.
Does she have a sheath that keeps it confined?
Yeah, she has a sheath on her hip. Yeah.
I don't want to.
Let's take it. We should search the rest of her and the rest of them all too.
Right.
If there's anything else of value or interest.
Otto's going to go up to Calidor and go,
Boy, be ashamed to not have someone who can talk to dead people here, because she might know something.
I said, do I smell a hint of irony in your voice, Otto? Or sarcasm?
I'm saying death clerics and how they go.
No, the only problem there is
You have to rest?
I would have mentioned it, but I'm all out. But I actually, no, I can use a 4th level for a 3rd level, right? I can go down?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll do that.
You would know, let me just look up the spell. The corpse, you would know that the corpse only knows what it knew in life, including the languages it knew.
Oh, right.
We don't know. Sekris is a little bit different from the rest of the troglodytes. That much is at least visually true. You don't know what languages that she was familiar with, though.
So language.
Oh.
Even if they don't understand, it's both ways, right? It's not
they only speak. When you speak with the dead, they still can only speak the languages that they were familiar with in life. They don't speak common, then.
Can they understand the languages that we speak, regardless, or it's just as if it was?
I'm a dork. Although I can't do it because I am out of spell slots, I can't do both of them. I did take tongues.
Well,
which would work, but I need the 4th level to do the speak with dead. I don't have enough for both of them.
You have
unless
one spell
right?
slot left.
Well, you can't do like 2 2nd level for a 1-up, can you? No, doesn't do. Okay, I didn't think so. That I check.
I mean, you could use 2 4th levels for a 2.
Oh, I already used 1 4th level. All I have above 3 is 1 4th level slot, so I can't do both of them. Yeah. So I could do it after we rested, but I can't do it now.
Well,
okay.
We won't get any information from this one.
Roll her in the pit.
Should we put the?
No. Otto, you're right, but I need rest.
Should we put the two pieces together and just see what happens?
No, are you insane?
Well, what's the worst that could happen? A portal would open and then we just break it apart again.
Do you remember who came out with her last time?
Well, just close it before anyone comes out. Let's just see if it works. If it opens a
How
portal.
do you know that well, though? How do you know if it is going to close fast enough? Corian, no.
Well, how do we know it's going to work?
Not going to argue.
All I'm saying is,
we cannot do it when we don't even have enough magic to speak to a dead person thing, much less
press first.
A huge.
I'm just saying, whether we test it now or we test it later, we probably shouldn't find ourselves in a position where we are battling a demon god who we can't kill, and our only way, the only way we think we can get rid of that demon god is by opening a portal, and then it doesn't work. And then it kills us all.
How long has she been dead?
Who?
Is she dead or is she at 0 hit points?
Zekris?
Yeah.
It wasn't announced when Inark killed her that he was going to pull his punches and knock her out, so she's dead.
He kind of cleaved her from.
Yeah.
Got it.
True.
Oh, are you thinking of bringing her back?
I don't think she's been dead for more than a couple minutes at this point, though.
Yeah, I just don't know if Spare the Dying would do anything.
Oh,
well, it would have to be Spare the Dying and then heal her a little bit, right?
Yeah, because the Spare the Dying is going to just be if they're at 0 hit points, but they're still alive. So if she's dead, she's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to use Revive. I'm not going to use Revivify on her.
No.
But maybe we'll bring the body.
So you're going to drag her body along with you, along with her sword?
Yeah.
I mean, you look around this room. It's at this point, the only real sounds you hear is the sound of this cascading river as it's moving through this tunnel. There's a bit of a sizzle and a pop as the green acid pool continues to eat one of the troglodytes. And you look around, and there's piles of refuse all over the place. Some of it is garbage. Some of it is biological. And there's the bodies of many dead troglodytes. You're free to look around if you want. You can take the body and take what you wish, and go whichever direction you want to go. If you want to go back up to the swamp elves through the river, or if you want to continue south through this tunnel, it's up to you. What do you do?
I would say that possibly we should.
It's clear to you guys. I'll say this as you look around, that this is like the living quarters. This is like the main hall, so to speak, that these troglodytes have kind of established as they've invaded this area of the tunnels.
Well, we obviously don't want to go face a demon god.
Oh no?
While we are hurt.
Sure.
Why on earth are you saying it like that, Caladora? Are you offended because I said we should test this portal out thing before we get in the room?
No, I'm sorry. Carry on. I'm so sorry.
No, what is it now, Caladora?
Nothing. Go on.
Otto grabs Zekris, puts her on his shoulder. He's ready to go.
Okay. Where are you headed? You talk about going back out to talk to the elves. You're going to head back up that direction?
Well, we have to swing by and grab the head from...
Oh, the shrine?
Well,
we're bringing all kinds of bodies up north.
We left it...
You left an elf head in the shrine, right?
No. I thought we left it with
we left it on in the shrine, I think.
Didn't we have a moon shroom for safekeeping?
Yeah.
Oh, did
either way, you'd have to make your way back through the. You'd have to backtrack and make your way back through the Myconid colony, which you could do, no problem. Is that what you want to do?
Yep.
Yes, sounds good to me.
Okay. So you do that. You make your way up the river, holding your breath. It's a bit of a struggle but each of you are fit enough that you're able to hold your breath for at least a couple minutes, and you're able to fight your way against the current, make your way back up to the Basilisk Lair, make your way back down to the Myconid colony and the shrine, finding this elf head of this elf cleric that you seem to have had some small measure of acquaintance with previously. And Calidor, you said something about rest. Are you going to do that here? Are you going to go outside? What do you guys want to do at this point? Right now, I'll say you're with the Myconids.
Well, we know we're safe with the Myconids.
Yeah.
Yes.
I would say do it with the Myconids, and then we can, instead of having to drag her body out with us, we can still do that in the cave before we head out to talk to the elves. Right?
Okay.
Does everybody agree with that?
I agree.
Okay. So is this a short rest or what?
I need long.
Rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
Spell
in order to get my spell slots back.
Okay. So it's when this happens, it's going to be about 3:00 in the afternoon-ish. You have a long rest. You take some time. You're licking your wounds. You're kind of swapping stories with the Myconids. They've sneezed and sprayed their spores all over you so that you can communicate with them. It feels good to be able to reconnect with Moonshroom, and he expresses quite a bit of adulation, congratulations for dealing such a grievous blow to these invaders. And Mikey, you know, Corey, and you have some quality time with Mikey as you teach him some acrobatic tricks. He's able to run and jump up off your knee and do a flip, and it's fun.
He's a little top heavy at first with his big hat, so
Sure.
teach him some ways.
Yeah, so you hang out with them. They don't eat what you eat, so you have to dig into your own stores of rations to feed yourselves and kind of take advantage of this rest. I'll say you do that for at least a couple of hours. You have your long rest, and as you wake, feeling confident that you can proceed. It's roughly about, I don't know, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. So, I mean, you're free to continue resting until what you understand would be the morning time, and then go out and try to deal with the elves if you want. But
So now I have attuned to my River's Revenge short bow.
yes, you have.
Oh, yeah.
River's Revenge.
I totally forgot.
Cool name.
I go up to Calidora and I say, Calidora, I'm quite fond of my sword. And I take off the flail that was gifted to us recently. And I say, would you be interested in this?
Well, so there's that. I've got the trident, and then we have this sword now. I'm gonna have to take a good look at these three to see what might be the most beneficial for me to have. Or, how many can you have?
How many weapons can I have strapped to my back?
Tridents are generally kind of long and
Yeah, unwieldy.
ungainly.
Right. But it's a trident.
Yeah. Are you carrying the sword? Is somebody else carrying the sword? You're carrying
I
all
had
that?
carried it into the, I just carried it with.
Okay. Narek, you were offering this before the rest?
I think that would be smart.
Okay.
Backtrack a little bit.
I'll allow it. Up to you if you want. Who wants to take this thing and attune to it? Or at least
No good to me. So fairly certain Corian can't.
it's a martial weapon, so I think there's only Calidora and Lincoln who are capable of wielding this thing.
Now,
you could
what
be attuned to 3 items. I don't know what you have that needs attunement.
You've got the cloak of the bat.
That's attuned.
Does your shield need attunement?
Don't
you have some kind of enchanted shield?
I do have an enchanted, the Sentinel shield.
Do you have any rings or anything that you're wearing? What about you and Ark?
Say anything in the description.
Okay, then I don't think it does. Then I can look it up real quick.
I'm attuned to my glove and 2 swords, but I don't need to be attuned to 2 swords because I'm quite liking this new magical Ignium longsword. So I could.
Yeah, that shield doesn't need attunement. No rings or anything like that? No special whatevers?
No jewelry for me.
Well, it's up to you guys. You know, the River King has given you this weapon. It's up to either one of you two to sleep with it and, you know, get married to it.
Then
in that order.
So the did the trident need to be attuned?
No.
No? Okay. And then this drippy sword doesn't need to be attuned or anything, right?
Ooh, let me look that up.
Drippy sword.
It does require attunement. Yeah.
It does require attunement. Okay. Is this something where I should take one or the other, or should I just?
You know what? One of them is gross, and one of them is a gift from the River King. So.
Okay. So I'm gonna take the flail, but it's gross in like not like a beneficial way, not like gross to my enemies. It's just all around gross.
But you know, because it's oozing this acid ooze.
Sure. Okay. Then I'll just attune to the flail.
Okay.
After all that.
All right. Well, then check your emails.
Yes, sir.
I will say, with a long rest, you will have also figured out that this weapon of Secris's is a blade with a name, and its name is Caustic Fang. And what you do is you can use a bonus action to speak its command word, causing corrosive black acid to ooze from the blade. So it's not always oozing from it. And it deals an extra 2d6 acid damage to any target that it hits.
So yeah, it's a good thing to have, even though it's gross.
Yeah. And I sent you the details on that flail.
Okay.
So you can check your email on that.
Maybe I'll attune to the sword later. I'm gonna hold on to it.
Yeah, I can read to you what the flail is.
It's a long sword, right?
Yeah, it's a long sword.
Yeah, I don't think I'm proficient in long swords.
That flail has a name also. It's called the Feywalker's Flail.
Ooh.
It is magical for the purposes of overcoming magical resistance. You get +2 to attack rolls with it.
Nice.
It does 1d8 bludgeoning and then another 1d6 force damage. And also when you crit, you can choose to knock a target prone or push it away from you 5 feet.
Metal.
Oh,
And Lana, you got the information on your bow, right? Lana's bow is pretty fun.
I mean,
pretty beefy.
I'm sorry. You said only +2 to hit, right?
Yes.
And I'd say to Calidora, if you know, I also can wield the long. I've been known in my day to be able to long sword with dexterity. So if you feel you don't want that little poisonous belching sword on your hands, I'd be happy to wield it.
Right. I'd be interested to see you in action.
An audition, perhaps.
Yeah, he can use long swords.
Right then.
I still want to see an audition. I'd like to see this.
All right, hand it over.
No, not right now.
You have the roll for it.
Not right in a second. No.
What are you gonna do? Otto's asleep.
I just put in chat what that caustic fang sword can do. Okay, so I'll let you guys figure out what you want to do with these weapons, these gifts that you've found. Do you speak with dead now? Do you proceed to go outside? It's morning.
No, I think we should
Next day.
speak with
Dead.
dead now.
Speak with dead. Speak.
with dead.
Speak with dead.
We should figure out the questions. We should figure out the questions we would like to ask it first, obviously.
Yeah. Where's our dude? How's the amulet work? How do we kill it? How do we banish it? And how's your mom? Done and done.
Does your mom make good pies? So when doing the speak with dead, are they compelled to speak truth?
Spell says you can ask 5 questions. It only knows what it knew in life. Answers are usually brief, cryptic, or repetitive, and the corpse is under no compulsion to offer a truthful answer if you are hostile to it or it recognizes you as an enemy.
So yes, she could lie to us.
Yes.
Can someone charm her? Is that something that can happen?
Unless someone else cast a zone of truth or something around you, I suppose.
This is a good question. Can you charm the dead?
I don't think so, because you're not bringing it back to life. It's just kind of
Like reanimated.
reanimating its spirit.
Mhm.
It just kind of retains the same temperament it had in life. Can't really charm it because it's not alive to be charmed.
This gets tricky because Calidora is the only one who can speak the language that she knows, right?
That's based on a tongue spell, yeah?
It is.
Do you cast the tongue spell on yourself, or can you cast it on someone else?
It doesn't actually say self. It says this spell grants the creature you touch the ability to understand any spoken language it hears. Moreover, when the target speaks, any creature that it knows at least one language can hear the target understand what it says. However, it depends on how strict we're being as far as asking these questions, like should it be the caster, or like how strict are we being with the
who asks the questions?
Right.
Yeah, the caster needs to ask the questions. So you would also need to have the tongue spell on you so that you
all right.
can
Well, I
be
pull out
understood.
I pull out my conical hat, and I say, Calidora, here's an idea. You could put this hat on you and take the shape of a troglodyte, the appearance of a troglodyte, and then tell Sycorax that she has died, and that what's the homeboys?
No.
Well, and that that big man, Leog Zed, is demanding passage back to his home or something, but we don't know how to open the passageway or something. You know what I'm saying?
So it has to be that intricate, because if we say something incorrect and threaten her in any way, that could also lead to...
Well, not threaten, but be like, hey, you've died. We need to open this passageway, please. How do we do it? Or something like that.
You would have to attune to that hat to use it also.
Oh, it takes attuning?
Which you can do after a short rest. So
We're gonna have like 10 spells running at once.
so
Or I could polymorph you into a troglodyte.
Right. Sure.
And then polymorph you back. Actually, what? Polymorph lasts for an hour. So I could polymorph you into a troglodyte. Does anyone else have any thoughts on this?
I mean, I'm fine with
All
it.
this to talk to this dead person.
Yeah. It's your idea.
Good idea.
It's a great idea.
The
Okay.
new form can be any beast whose challenge rating is equal to or less than the target's or the target's level. Okay. So you guys are level 8, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what Secris's challenge rating was. Yeah, you could do it.
Okay.
Excellent job, everyone.
So
So if you proceed this way, what you're proposing is that you cast tongues on yourself. You get polymorphed to look like a troglodyte, and then as a troglodyte who can speak troglodyte,
speak with dead.
cast Speak with Dead
Woo!
on this dead thing. It would work. I would tell you it would work if that's how you want to proceed.
Let's do it. I say
Okay.
let's do it. Callie, you just let me know when.
I was like, ooh, this is gonna be good.
What are the rest of you going to do?
I guess we have to kind of get out of the way.
Yeah. Stay out
Well,
of
wait,
sight.
no. We have to figure out the questions first.
Oh, right.
And how do you think the mushroom people would react to a troglodyte in their midst?
I think we need to tell them.
Yes, we should warn them in advance.
But we should also
Move into another
because
room.
I think we should, go to the other room where we found the body earlier. But we should tell them what's going to happen just in case they come upon us.
I think that we should come up with a secret signal so that in case there is another troglodyte wandering around and they think it's you, we can clue them in. Like maybe you can blink a lot or
Do a crazy dance.
Yes, just waving two hands above your head.
Right.
or something more subtle, but something.
Like,
Right now, you guys are still in the Myconid colony, yeah?
Yes. Okay, let's do. Okay, questions. Let's do this. How does the amulet work? Right. That's the first
You'll only look like a troglodyte as long as Corian wants you to. As soon as he breaks concentration on that spell, you revert back to you.
Cool. Okay. Questions. How does the amulet work? Do we need to? Because we need to be specific. Remember.
How do we open the portal? No.
How do we open? Yes. No. Yes. Or no. Yes.
Yes.
I mean, we got 5 questions, right? So, how does the amulet work is a good one. How do we open the portal is a good one, because they might not be the same answer.
Okay.
Is there a way we can word something where it's like, how can we protect the weaknesses of Leog Zed?
Yes.
She gives up some kind of hint.
That is very intelligent, Inarik.
How do we
Huh?
protect the weaknesses of Leog Zed?
I love it. Okay, what else?
Leog said, what are your weaknesses?
Classic.
I got 2 more.
Ask your mom.
No, not the mom one.
How's your mom? Where is Leog Zed?
Where is he?
How do we get to Leog Zed?
And how about the elf impersonator? Maybe she
Yeah.
knows.
Like, what's happening there? Maybe word it a little better.
Happening there.
What do you know about the elf impersonator?
The elfish impersonator.
How about
Oh, my caramel.
how about did we send a sleeper agent up to the elves?
Solid.
Okay. So I've got, how does the amulet work? How do we open the portal? How can we help protect the weaknesses of Leog Zed? Where is Leog Zed? And did we send a sleeper agent up to the elves?
Or what about, what is the purpose?
What are your weaknesses? And where are you?
All right. Are we good with those?
What
Yes.
about instead of did we send a sleeper agent, like what is the mission of the agent who looks like the elf?
Who
Mm.
looks like the beheaded elf? What is the mission?
What is the mission of the agent who looks like a beheaded elf?
Beautiful.
That's the one.
So where are you doing all of this?
We should do it in like a place where maybe they've dragged her. That's not with all the mushrooms.
Right, away from the Myconids.
Yes, as
Isn't
if-
there one close by where we found the original
Like probably
body?
even if we went into the hallway, into like near the cave hallway. Or
Not
something.
not too far away is the little cave where you fought the roper,
It's a good
All right,
place.
let's do it.
dangled from the ceiling.
Okay. All right,
Mr.
let's do it.
Roper, Mr. Roper.
Drag her over there. I will cast tongues on myself.
Okay. You dip into your your divine magics. You can feel a dawning of understanding come over your mind regarding languages and comprehension.
Great. Then I pull out my lute and strum a little chord as I think of these poop-slinging troglodytes, and I polymorph Calidora into the most lovely-looking troglodyte that is possible to look like as a troglodyte.
And you are willing, so you don't have to make a save.
Great.
And then I say, "Let's go hide, everyone."
And we do.
Okay.
Okay. So you change, Calidora. You can feel your body. There's an overwhelming heat, and then an overwhelming cold, and then like a sickness. Like you feel ill, and then you feel weak. And as you are left, you look down at your body, and you're covered in these like pale grayish, white, splotchy brown scales. Your hands are webbed.
You.
You're about the same height as you were before, and you feel weak. Like you have a certain fitness, you have a certain health, a certain strength. This thing that you've become is not. It's not like you. It's not like the rest of you. It's it's a weak little minion, as you saw in the cave, the day before when you mowed through 12 or 13 of them. So your compatriots leave you alone in this cave with this dead body.
I'll take my little troglodyte hands and lay them. Usually do this right around their head. And we've got the pulsating violet energy surging through my hands to her head.
Okay. And as you wrap up this prayer, trying to figure out if that's it. Let's go through these questions and then we'll call it.
Okay.
Her eyes open. as she's, kind of propped up against the wall. She looks around kind of dazedly and looks at you expectantly, waiting.
Zachris, you have fallen, and we must continue on with the mission. I need to ask you some questions. Firstly, how does the amulet work? Ask them all in succession?
No, you can ask him one at a time. Sekris looks at you and says, no, let me pick a different voice.
The amulet is the key to my master's lair in the abyss. It is broken now. If you reverse the break, the portal will reopen.
Well, that takes care of question 2. Is Leog Zed there right now in the abyss?
Leog Zed.
My master is here with us.
How can we help protect the weaknesses of Leog Zed?
You fool. My master has no weaknesses.
Right, just checking.
How do you reverse the break?
So if he has no weaknesses, then there's no way to defeat him? If the others wanted to defeat him. Meaning, is there any way to defeat him? He's like, very good.
She responds and says,
the mended talisman opens the gate and weakens him. Do not mend the talisman.
Well, just so we make certain that we don't do it, how would one go about mending it?
Is that number 5?
That is number 5. I called an audible.
How would you mend it?
Right, just to make sure we don't accidentally do it.
Sure.
We're bumbling fools, you know.
Indeed. Keep it from Master's presence. Do not mend it near him. It
Right, okay, but we don't exactly know how. All right, cool. There.
5 and done.
Sleep well.
Semblance of life leaves it. Did
Your
you?
mother.
Was that last answer clear? Like, she said,
Don't
mend
mend it near him.
Keep it away from his presence. Don't mend it near him. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's good. All right, y'all. I did not ask about the sleeper agent because she already answered question 2, and then it kind of took a turn, and I thought it was really important to ask about, obviously, how to defeat him, because like there's no way to defeat him. You know what I mean? So sorry.
John's got to call an audible, man.
I did.
And with the strum of Corian's lute, you change back to your form. Unless, Corian, you want to be rude and keep her stuck.
No
like
way, man. No way. She might start throwing poop at us or something. No way.
Well, the stench coming off of her is not pleasant.
Exactly.
With the strum of his lute, you change back to your half-drow form. And Mort is more than happy that you're no longer a gross lizard beast.
I think I need a bath. Oh,
Sorry, Calidora, but you did a fantastic job.
It's so bad. It's really bad. Like when you're around it, it's bad enough, but when you're like, it's you, and it's surrounding you.
Maybe you can save some for Corian's hair goop.
I still can't believe you did that.
Thought about it.
And with those answers, giving you clear direction and instruction in some instances, we will end our session.
Woody woo.
Thank you
Right.
for joining us. Good session, guys.
We got some dice to give away now.
We do
We
it.
have some dice to give away. Next
Calidora,
session.
since you had to endure the horrors of the troglodytehood, why don't you roll a d6 and let us know how many times we do our generator to see who wins?
I will roll it. 4.
4. Ooh, ready. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Oh, Katie! I mean, sorry, Rose Kyo, who is also Katie. Rose Kyo!
Rose Kyo!
Rose Kyo, congratulations! Oh, that's exciting.
So much, Rose.
Those are good dice.
Rose Kyo, congratulations. You have just won these really nice looking dice from Kraken Dice. Congratulations, Rose Kyo. We'll be sending you a message to find out where to send them. And if you are watching this on a replay, thank you for watching, and make sure you come join us the next time live, because you never know when you might win something fun doing it live. And thanks to all those who stuck around and watched. Have an awesome night, everyone. Congratulations, Rose Kyo. Probably not saying that right, Rose Kyo. Maybe we are.
That sounds right.
We're reading it right.
Yeah.
I'm sure she'll tell us if not.
So if you'd like to go catch us, why doesn't everyone say where they can catch you on your socials, everyone? Let's start with Denise.
Denise Pantoja. That's me everywhere.
What's go next? TJ.
Just go outside your apartment or your house and call her name out. She'll come.
Sorry.
She'll appear.
Twitch, Twitter, Instagram.
Yeah, Twitter and Instagram at TJROTELL. TJ Rotel.
Awesome. Lana.
Twitter, Instagram, Facebook at Lana McKissick.
And Lincoln.
And I'm on pretty much everything, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, as Lincoln Hoppe, Hoppe, like hope, but with 2 P's. And I'm on Facebook as Lincoln Actor.
Matt.
I'm pretty much on Twitter, talking D&D, at Leechmon.
Great.
The Leechman.
The Leechman. And I'm Eric Artell on everything. You guys, thank you so much for watching tonight. Have an awesome week, everybody. Be kind to each other. Be safe. Congratulations, Rose Kyo. It's exciting. We can't wait to send these out to you. And thanks, Matt, for once again leading us through another session.
Wonderful session.
Nice one.
All right, guys. We will see you next week. Bye now.
Bye. Keep tight.